Pablo Picasso was one of the most influential and innovative artists of the 20th century. Born in Malaga, Spain in 1881, he showed an early talent for drawing and painting, and began formal art studies at the age of 14. In 1895, his family moved to Barcelona, where he continued his studies at the School of Fine Arts. It was here that he first became interested in the avant-garde art movements of the time, such as symbolism and Art Nouveau. In 1900, Picasso made his first trip to Paris, which was then the center of the art world. He was immediately drawn to the vibrant artistic community there and began experimenting with a variety of styles and techniques. In 1901, he had his first solo exhibition in Paris, which received mixed reviews but helped to establish his reputation as an up-and-coming artist. Over the next few years, Picasso continued to develop his unique style, which incorporated elements of cubism, surrealism, and other avant-garde movements. He also continued to experiment with different mediums, creating sculptures, prints, and ceramics in addition to his paintings. Some of his most famous works from this period include Les Demoiselles d'Avignon. This painting's title refers to a street in Barcelona where Picasso had lived, and also to the women who worked in the area. The figures in the painting have been interpreted in a variety of ways, with some seeing them as symbols of female empowerment and others as representations of primal urges. Regardless of its specific meaning, Les Demoiselles d'Avignon remains a powerful and influential work that continues to captivate and inspire to this day, sold for $106.5 million. The other very famous painting is Guernica. The bombing of Guernica occurred on April 26, 1937, during the Spanish Civil War. Picasso, who was living in Paris at the time, was deeply affected by the news of the bombing and began work on the painting immediately. He completed the painting in just a few weeks, and it was first exhibited at the Spanish Pavilion at the 1937 World's Fair in Paris. The painting depicts the horror and suffering of the bombing, with distorted and fragmented figures, animals, and objects, including a bull and a horse, which were common motifs in Picasso's work. The painting is in black and white, with a stark and brutal composition that is meant to convey the senseless violence and destruction of war, which has an estimated value of $2,000 million. In addition to his artistic output, Picasso was also known for his tumultuous personal life. He had many romantic relationships throughout his life and was married twice. He had several children, some of whom went on to become successful artists in their own right. Despite his reputation as a boundary-pushing artist, Picasso was also deeply interested in the history and traditions of art. He was influenced by the classical art of ancient Greece and Rome, as well as the folk art and traditional crafts of his native Spain. Picasso continued to create art and experiment with new styles and techniques throughout his long and prolific career. He died in 1973 at the age of 91, leaving behind an enormous legacy that continues to influence artists around the world today.